Hey guys, welcome. I was not planning on doing a reading today actually, but as I was in here actually trying to organize decks, that's why there's a bunch here. Anyways, um, I was picking up on a dynamic, I was picking up on some energy. So I've got a spread here. I want to go through this. Um, this is it's energy reading, so you may be a cross watcher, you may be uh, the masculine, the feminine. None of that really matters. What I'm saying is get in where you fit in. I'm going to read the energy, you decide where it goes. And the reason I say that is because each row here is a different person's energy. That's how it's coming across. So if there are two people, two soulmates, because this feels like soulmate energy, and you're not sure if one's the karmic, one's not, whatever, this is probably for you, because that's the overall energy. Um, it feels like the build up to this has been there was somebody who has been on this awakened path for a while. I feel like that is this energy down here. This is the Queen of Cups type of energy. You don't have to be a water sign, um, but this is a Queen of Cups. I wouldn't be surprised if I go and clarify or pull more cards to see the High Priestess or the Hierophant or even the Empress come out, because that's the energy that's down here. These two energies feel similar yet different. This energy down here feels, like I said, further along in this journey. This person down here, and I'm just going to read this as the Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine down here, she's gone through a lot. She's learned her lessons. She's learned her lessons well. I feel like this Divine Feminine has repeated lessons with the same person, or people, meaning people in it's not the same person, but it's the pattern. And in different people, this person's pattern or this pattern is there. I hope that made sense. Okay. Bear with me as I try to separate out this spaghetti bowl of energy. So the context to this journey, this story, this female, I feel like she's the Divine Feminine. She's been on this journey for a while, learning her lessons. She has started cycles have been closing out for her. Doesn't mean, her life, she has everything in her life where she wants it to be. That's not the case. She's still on this journey. But in comparison to these two masculine energies, she's a few miles up the road. I feel like this Divine Feminine, this Queen of Cups energy, has touched these two people's soul, touched their life. And it's a two-way street here. I do feel like there is a soulmate. It's soulmate energy. Yes, there could be twin flames, but what I really want to say is there's a soulmate, and we have different types of soulmates. So there's a soulmate, and then there's this karmic soulmate energy. A karmic soulmate energy, this is where we're getting patterns. This is, we'll recycle this until we learn that lesson. This feminine has been through it all, learned the lessons, she learned them well, she's moved on. These masculines, I feel, are actually, they're on their own journeys, obviously. Let's start with this one up here. Starting out with the Two of Cups. This soulmate type of energy, there is a lot of love here. I want to say it's a possibility for twin flames. Okay, but let's just leave it at soulmates. Not everybody buys into that, and there's a lot of misinformation and stuff out there. So, a lot of love, soulmate type of energy. This doesn't feel like this person has really had a lot of time with this feminine. These two feel as if this is a spiritual bond, a really tight spiritual bond, I want to say deep. I don't feel they have had the chance yet to really explore what this could be. At this time, I feel like this masculine, with the Seven of Pentacles here, Seven of Wands, and then the Nine of Swords. This masculine type of energy feels as if they have been, looks like a beekeeper, comb of honey and stuff, and she's all wearing her protection. But this masculine has likewise gone through a lot of the things that this divine feminine, this Queen of Cups, has gone through. But his life still feels a bit messy. Not as messy as it was. I feel like when these two met, it was as if they were on a collision course. Like their worlds kind of collided. And again, they didn't, it's as if they've run across each other, or one person was in the room, the other person walks into the room, this one turns, and by chance, and you guys who follow me know I don't believe in chance, but by divine timing, both parties were kind of stopped in their tracks, and it was just like, whoa, wait a minute. What is this? Who is this person? There was this sense of home, a sense of knowing, a recognition. And when I say like a lightning bolt or lightning, think like more fireworks, versus like, lightning striking and putting something on fire, destroying. That's not what I'm saying. And I'm really being drawn to this broom here. So this person, yes, is very, they tend to waffle. They're very protective of themselves. They can get very defensive easily. They've been through some stuff. They don't know if they want to step forward or not. They don't want to step back. That's the thing. This energy doesn't want to step back, but this energy is also not in a hurry. This energy isn't going anywhere. And in this context or this reading, that's not a bad thing. I feel like this Queen of Cups is definitely tapped into her intuition. She's moving by her intuition. Um, she still battles because here we have the Five of Wands. So there's still, monkey mind, altered ego, those thoughts, doubts, fears, the old stories. And I'll get into that because I feel like there's old stories with this person here or this energy here versus this energy. I feel like this energy up here is new, yet this energy is similar to this. Now, the similarities can be in the energy. It could be, they could be the same sign. They could have some of the same characteristics, job, whatever the similarities are. Don't put boxes around things. Um, this energy here, the divine feminine, knows that when they're in this hermit energy, when they pull back or they're not engaging, they're focusing on what's going on with them or whatever they've got in hand. They're healing, they're tapping in. I feel like this feminine is really about to come into her own in this new level, and this hermiting is coming to an end. She does retreat back into hermit mode when this Five of Wands energy comes up. And for me, this Five of Wands energy is these internal thoughts, feelings, the old story. He did this. I didn't get that. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is. That's what this is. I feel this Queen of Cups with this Three of Pentacles right here has been very focused, working very hard on cleaning up their own stuff because they are calling in more alignment, more people, places, and things that are in alignment with them. Um, they're working on their stuff. This Queen of Cups represents in this energy. There's like contracts, um, partnerships. This Queen of Cups has learned these lessons so much she's not willing to go backwards to bring somebody up. I feel like these two masculine have had some sort of connection with this feminine. Whether this feminine realizes it or not, she has really rocked the world of these masculines in whatever way. But I feel as if this one up here knows it, but this still feels fresh. I feel like it's been said, it's been hinted at, dropped at, but the action, there's no action behind it. It's like there's this expression of feelings or something about the future, but then actions don't follow that up. The masculine, this Nine of Swords, is still dealing with a lot of burdens of the heartbreak, the disappointment of the past, not just past relationships, but yes, I mean, that's a factor because I feel this masculine has never met a feminine like this. This Queen of Cups is different. She stands out to this masculine. Um, I feel like what this Queen of Cups doesn't know is she stands out like that to everybody. But the people she has surrounded herself with, were never mature enough to really embrace that. Instead, it triggered them. There was competition, backbiting, jealousy, things like that. Now cue in this person here. I feel like, as I said, this is a past person. This person and this Queen of Cups have had a physical connection in the 3D. This feels like it's older. couple of decades, heck, maybe even 30 something years, decades here, guys. Um, and this could be a childhood connection, could be a teenage connection. Again, it could be friends. You decide where the energy goes. I'm just going to tell the story. This Ace of Pentacles, the way that I'm reading it, or the way that it's coming across, is yes, this could be an earth sign. Um, but this feels more like they have had this epiphany. And this epiphany um, has really opened up their world. And I feel like they feel um, I feel like it's taken them a long time to come to this. They have pushed this down. I feel like this energy, whenever it would feel too much, doesn't matter what the emotion was. It could be, the most beautiful love, but if that was felt intently, they're going to run, and they ran. Um, this energy here with the Six of Swords, Six of Cups, and Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles for this person is this Queen of Cups. It is a stable connection, long term. This person is looking for stability. I feel like they felt like they missed the boat. They messed up somehow, some way, whatever it was. Again, childhood connection, more soul based. This is a soul connection as well. But I feel like this connection came into, you guys came into each other's lives back when both of your lives were kind of falling apart. Feel like you guys were struggling in your own ways. You found, I'm hearing like safety, like emotional safety with each other. It's interesting because even there, it feels as if there was a third or fourth party in the background. I'm just gonna leave three because this is what I've got. But again, whatever however life was, whatever the situations were back then, the opportunity to be together was there, but it would have been a bunch of hurdles to jump through, and somebody would have needed to get a divorce. That's what I'm feeling, guys. And for all, not all of you, it's going to be one of you had to get a divorce. There was some sort of third energy attached to one or the other, or both. It could have been job, family, kids, whatever. Um, but I feel like you guys went your separate ways a while ago. There hasn't been a lot of communication since. Um, I feel like the feminine, this Queen of Cups, knew from the knew from early on what this was. This masculine energy ran. Um, as much as he craved this Queen of Cups energy, it triggered a lot. It brought up a lot of unresolved, unknown. I'm hearing unknown because I don't feel at that time in life this person really had a clue about life. I do feel there was some selfish energy there. They just um it it's really interesting because on one hand their energy, I really like it. It's very caring, very nurturing, very protective, but right alongside with that, it could be very selfish, could be narcissistic. I'm not calling them a narcissist. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it could be more along that selfish lines, that me energy. I do feel that I feel like this masculine has never fully expressed what this Queen of Cups means to him or meant to him. I feel like there was a lot of projection energy that really made the divine feminine or this Queen of Cups not feel worthy enough, not feel good enough, almost felt ashamed. But that's the thing. Yeah, the divine feminine had that already. That's why it got triggered. She had that already from childhood, um, from parental patterns. This masculine had it too. The feminine from the father's side, the masculine with the mother's side. Um, but here's the thing, and I don't think this feminine ever really realized this, or if you realized it, you kind of talked yourself out of it. But that's how that masculine internally felt about themselves. I do feel there was a lot of pride and ego. Kind of feel there was ego on both parts. Anywho, back to this. Um, if I feel like this is about to happen or it has already happened. For some of you, this might have just happened or it's about to happen. But that's how this energy feels, that you're about to connect somehow with both of these masculines. Somehow, some way. I know, I hear you say, but Danae, I haven't blocked. Oh, it's been, like you said, it's been decades. They don't know where I live. They don't know my phone number. Well, there's no way, blah, blah. Honey, where there's a will, there's a way. So you can naysay it all you want. When it happens, remember where you heard it, okay? But both of these, you're going to have communication. This one, yeah, you're going to, I feel like this person does want to see you. They want to see you. They want to talk to you. Um, and it's really interesting because I feel like if you were to see them in person and you guys were to talk, this person would probably not say what they really want to say right away. Um, in other words, they're going to feel out of their comfort zone. So they may start talking to you the way they used to always talk to you. And you're like, I'm cutting that off. I don't want it, nothing of the past. It's their nerves. I feel like they've thought about this, they fantasized about this, you know, what they would say, this, that, and the other. But, you know, now that the time is here with this full moon, Venus, Jupiter, Pluto, all of everything that's been going on, it has been building, and now here it is. And look, the irony is not lost on me. And I say that with irony, with quotation marks. It's Memorial Weekend here in the States. And this really feels like a trip down memory lane. And I do feel like the feminine with this Five of Wands, when she thinks about this person from the past, this past soulmate, she has a lot of gratitude, immense gratitude and love for him, but it's not in that romantic love. It's just like, wow, you know what? you were such a big part of my life, no matter how short you were there or how long, but my life kind of blew up after we stopped talking or whatever. And she has her memories of how she felt, her version of the story, her version of the events. I feel like he has his version. You know, he was hurt in his own way. I feel like with this person, it was at that time, nothing this divine feminine could have done differently would have made a difference. This person was very, very stubborn. I feel like um, over the past few years, they've been getting a lot of cosmic ass kickings. Karma's coming back around. This person, health wise, may not be okay. Something may be going on, which is, you know, triggering all the unresolved stuff here. So this just really feels like a conversation, should you choose to accept it, happens. And whatever was unresolved, whatever kind of comes out. I feel like this time around, it's egos are put aside because this feminine is so in a different place. She is not coming from that needy energy. Where before, when they connected, there was, and I feel it on both sides, there was this deep codependency, this deep need to have this other person. And that's why it blew up. That's why you guys went your separate ways. And this has come full circle. And this feminine discovered this earlier on, that this connection really pushed her to go within and heal on such a deep level. And it hasn't been easy. And I feel this masculine has ran from that, resisted that, but everything in his life circles right back around to this feminine. And I feel like he's really, he's had some eye-opening moments, some epiphanies. And I'm not saying that, you know, this is going to rekindle. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's an opportunity here for the air to be cleared, for both parties to really speak their truth in a non-judgmental, safe space, because this feminine, yes, even though she's the Queen of Cups, even though, yes, she held such deep emotions for this masculine, has done so much healing, she truly can look at him and just say, you were a blessing in my life. I love you and I wish nothing but the best. And when I say I love you, I'm not saying this feminine's in love. I'm talking about that 5D unconditional love. There is this feminine comes from unconditional love. This masculine, it doesn't matter who he was with after meeting this Queen of Cups. He always compared them to her. That's still happening to this day. This Queen of Cups had a profound impact on this masculine. And I feel like she's had a profound impact on this masculine, but this still feels like a closed rosebud. It hasn't really had the right opportunity or soil to bloom. When this masculine gets out of his head and really starts to move into more of trusting his intuition and coming from the heart, and learns, oh my gosh, this feminine is safe. I am safe to be who I am in her presence, in her energy. She protects me. And I feel like this masculine gets very thrown off by that. He loves that, but it scares him because he feels like he's losing himself emotionally and being very vulnerable that he could get hurt again. He's not even over this stuff. What he's slowly recognizing, because this feminine isn't wishy-washy. She's pretty solid, even though she's in these emotions. These are stable emotions. I mean, she's sitting here on the throne, okay? She's not on a boat up and down. She is very solid in that. She has really taken her power back, owned her emotions. I feel before she was all over the place. She was an emotional mess. And would come, could be, I don't want to say clingy. It's that codependent energy. But she is such a different person now. When this person comes back, as this person's coming back, this person's up here going, I feel like I want to move and go towards this, but then these Nine of Swords stop me. Monkey mind stops me. My own stories stop me. Nine of Swords for me is our own stinky stories of the past that, aren't even true. They were our perception. And I feel like these two are about to find out. You guys, even though you shared an experience, your perception of this experience is different for each of you. And I think you two are going to find that out. This person up here keeps stopping it before the experience can even happen. But what I want to say is that's okay right now. The love isn't dying. This person isn't running around trying to fill a void. I feel like they're sitting in it. I feel like they're kind of in pause, really taking inventory, and that's when this Nine of Swords kicks up. This person needs to get past the Nine of Swords, see it for what it is. That, you know what? I could sit here and tend the bees till I'm 109. Nothing's going to change. Drop the defense and open up to this Queen of Cups, because this has the potential to be absolutely amazing. So let's look at what I have over here is the feminine energy. Number 23, gratitude is dreaming. The manifesting power of gratitude, the law of praise. Absolutely. The feminine has learned things don't happen to them, they happen for them. And she is in such gratitude for that. And I do believe that she is teaching this masculine up here that even though these two are not always connecting, they're not always talking, she has more of an impact on him than she realizes. Number 1, serenity out of exile. Exhale, surrender, radical acceptance. And I feel like that's what the divine feminine has done. Like it got, and hey, no shame in the game if this is you and that you finally surrendered because you just couldn't take it anymore. The weight of the pain, the worry, the anxiety, the hurt, that negative thinking, whatever it was. Guess what? All of that, holding on to all of that, was to get you to surrender. You didn't need to go through everything that heavy, but because you were stubborn and you didn't surrender early on, things kept happening to get you to that point. That's what this masculine up here is discovering. And I feel this masculine has discovered that. Here we have number 25. All eyes are open, inspired vision, clarity, perception, revelation. I feel definitely this is for the divine feminine. There's clarity coming through, even if she felt a bit confused with this dynamic. I'm just going to leave it at that. Her eyes are open. She's tapped into her senses. She's coming more from that intuition. And when I look at this with, all eyes open, I see these as the third eye. Not saying that's what it is. I'm saying that's how I'm reading it, like it or not. These are the third eye. That's our spiritual eyesight. That's that intuition. We know that we know that we know that we know. Over here we have number 12, love and partnership, collaboration, intimacy, and power dynamics. That's really, really interesting because early on I said, this could be a friend or this could be a friend. There is a definite like friend, brother like energy here. But I feel like that's the mask. We have a mask here. But intimacy. What I really feel, and I'm not saying that passion isn't here. Passion is there with both of these, okay? I'm not talking physical intimacy. I'm talking about emotional intimacy. And if you haven't experienced true emotional intimacy, you are missing out. Neither one of these masculines, okay. I don't feel this masculine has felt emotional intimacy in its fullness. I think he's had like an appetizer. He's had a little taste. This one had the full meal and the dessert of this emotional intimacy and physical intimacy, but they didn't understand. Their tastes weren't that refined. So they stopped going back to that restaurant, if that makes sense. The physical part never died. It's that emotional intimacy part that, yes, they opened up for a little bit, and then all of that monkey mind shit came up, those doubt and those fears, and boom, we're out, we're gone. Ghost, hasta la vista. In the time that you guys have been apart, the love for you, that love, that friendship, all of that it never died down. I don't care what this person did, said, portrayed. You cannot fool me. Both of these guys, this love really, it may have went down to like an ember, but it never went out. And it's been haunting this one. I don't feel it's haunting this one yet because there's still some communication, and this one still feels kind of more now and, future. Number 20, the consequence of fear. And what were we talking about? Fear. Contraction, the frequency of fear, self-fulfilling prophecy. That's 9 of Swords. Okay. And I feel like the divine feminine was really good at bringing up the fear and, making friends with the fear, hanging out. Hell, fear and doubt, that's my BFF. Oh my God, he said he loved me. 2 hours later, talking with your BFF fear, she's got you going, no, he didn't even say that. He doesn't love you. He's probably out with so-and-so, whatever the story is. That's what fear does. It's not true. False evidence appearing real. That is fear. Okay? It's false. It's not true. So both of these, this guy up here is still a bit more into it. This guy, well, I feel like when he was younger, him and fear were BFFs as well, and he ran from a lot of things that he knew he shouldn't have. So there's a level of shame that he's working through. Number 33, the masks we wear, self-expression, protection, authentic self. That's what both of these men are going through. Learning the mask that they have worn, learning about this fear and doubt and whatever it is, dropping those masks, learning that it is safe, and it's really the only way is to be authentic, because both of them had childhoods that it was not okay to be themselves. They always had to be something different. And I'm not saying their mom sat there and said, "No, Johnny, you can't be Johnny. You need to be Bobby." I'm not saying that. I'm saying whatever was projected and got something as simple as boys don't cry, stop crying. What's that saying? Don't feel your feelings. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. These masks are what they're dropping. And both of these found this safe haven, this unconditional love that they missed out on or craved or didn't realize that's what was missing in their life. Um, they're tying it back to her. Now, this one here in the middle, that one fumbled. That one completely fumbled this divine feminine. This one up here hasn't completely fumbled her yet. If he doesn't work on himself, work on his fears and get out of the Nine of Swords, what's going to happen is this Queen of Cups, the King of Cups is going to come in. Heck, at this point, we're skipping the King of Cups. We're going right to the Emperor is going to come in. And again, it's not, oh my God, this hurts, it's devastation. No, it's about frequency and vibration. This Queen of Cups knows her worth. She will not drop herself down. She's not going to come down to their level because she knows what happens there, and that's an old pattern. I do feel this masculine is rising. And he's going to continue to rise. And I think he already knows. He already knows. That's the thing. This person here knew it, but didn't listen to their intuition. This one is learning to trust their intuition. Okay? So, Divine Feminine, if this is you, no, you don't need to doubt or worry. That codependency, that old energy that creeps up, if you're not hearing from him or whatever, that's your lesson. That's the pattern that you're breaking right now. The less you give into that, the quicker this comes into fruition. The archangel energy overlighting this whole thing is Raphael, which is clarity of vision. Be willing to see things differently to initiate healing and experience wholeness. Wherever you're at in this story, if this is your story, know that all of this was always meant for your highest purpose. This healing, the life that you want to live, it has not passed you by. You have been working so hard to clear all this energy. What no longer serves you, what hurt you, who did this, all of that. You are stepping into your authentic self. When you step into your authentic self and you live your life from your heart, the world opens up to you in ways you can't even imagine. Nothing is impossible. Open to the unexpected. You'll find a way. I completely forgot that card was sitting right there. But that's exactly what I'm saying. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Recognize what's a distraction and what isn't. Recognize when to pull back your energy and focus on you, so that this person can go through what they need to go through to get on this Nine of Cups path with you. Have the conversation with this person if that's what you feel you need to do or want to do. No judgment. For some of you, it'll be very beneficial. And if you don't want to have that conversation, that's totally up to you as well. All right. Make sure you're following your heart and your intuition. All right, guys. As always, I am sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. Namaste. Bye bye.